Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Prophet Khidir, also known as Al-Khidr, is one of the prophets who is often considered mysterious because his story is only mentioned a little in the Quran, especially in Surah Al-Kahf. The story of the birth of Prophet Khidir is not recorded in detail in the Quran or hadith, and the background of his life until he became a prophet or saint remains a mystery in much Islamic literature. The figure of Prophet Khidir is known as a prophet or saint who has special knowledge given directly by Allah. His existence and role are also recognized in the Quran, especially in the story of his meeting with Prophet Moses in Surah Al-Kahf. According to several narrations and views of scholars, Khidir is referred to as a figure who has laduni knowledge, namely direct knowledge from Allah that cannot be understood by ordinary people, including Prophet Moses. Khidir's meeting with Moses is proof that there is knowledge that is higher than just external knowledge or Sharia that is commonly known. In this story, Prophet Khidir teaches Prophet Moses about the wisdom behind destiny that seems confusing and difficult for human reason to accept. Some Islamic scholars and historians, such as Imam al-Tabari, believe that Prophet Khidir is still alive today. Khidir is believed to have been given a long life to help humanity at certain times, although his form and existence are rarely seen. However, such stories cannot be fully verified due to the limited availability of authentic historical sources. Although there is no clear birth story, Prophet Khidir is believed to have come from a nation that was obedient to Allah and had the original name Balya bin Malkan. However, his name and life story are found in many books of interpretation, stories, and Sufi stories, not in the main sources of the Quran and authentic hadith. The origin and lineage of Prophet Khidir are not clearly recorded in the Quran or authentic hadith, but there are several views and stories from books of interpretation and other Islamic literature regarding his origins. In some sources, Prophet Khidir is said to have had the original name Balya bin Malkan and is believed to have come from the descendants of Prophet Noah. Some say that he belonged to a tribe or nation that was obedient to Allah at that time. Some narrations state that he lived in a very ancient era before the time of Prophet Moses and received special privileges from Allah in the form of laduni knowledge, special knowledge, and a long life. Some scholars, such as Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, mention that Khidir may have been of Persian descent or Arab descent from Yemen, although this cannot be confirmed. In Sufi teachings and tales, Khidir is described as a mysterious saint and is often associated with a figure who is always present to help humanity in certain situations, but is rarely seen and whose family origins are unknown for sure. Although there are many stories related to his origins, it is important to remember that most of this information comes from weak narrations or legendary stories that have developed among the community and are not sourced from the Quran or authentic hadith. In his story with Prophet Moses, Al-Khidr shows that the knowledge possessed by humans is very limited compared to the knowledge of Allah, the most vast. The following is a long story of the Prophet Khidir based on sources from the Quran, hadith, and Islamic literature. The story of the meeting between Prophet Musa and Prophet Khidir. Nabi Khidir is mentioned in Surah Al-Kahf, verses 60 to 82, when Prophet Musa was ordered by Allah to learn from a servant of his who had greater knowledge than him. At that time, Prophet Musa was an apostle and prophet who was given various miracles by Allah. But Allah wanted to teach Prophet Musa that there was still knowledge that he did not know. The story begins when the Prophet Musa received orders to meet a knowledgeable servant of Allah. Prophet Musa asked Allah, "Where can I find your servant?" Allah instructed Prophet Musa to take a fish and go to the place where the two seas meet. The place is known as Majma'ul Bahrain, meeting of two seas. Allah said that Prophet Musa would find Prophet Khidir in the place where the fish was lost. Accompanied by one of his students, Yusha bin Nun, Prophet Musa went on a long journey. On the way, they brought a fish as a sign of the place where they met the Prophet Khidir. When they arrived at their destination, the fish suddenly came to life and jumped into the sea. However, both of them did not realize the incident until they continued their journey. Sometime later, Prophet Musa felt hungry and asked Yusha to prepare food. At that time, Yusha realized that the fish they had brought had disappeared in the previous place. Realizing that they had passed the sign given by Allah, Prophet Musa immediately returned to the place where the fish had disappeared. After returning to the place, they met a servant of Allah who had profound knowledge, who was none other than the Prophet Khidir. The Prophet Musa introduced himself and asked to learn from him. However, the Prophet Khidir doubted the Prophet Musa's ability to be patient, because what he was about to witness would be difficult to understand with ordinary human logic. Despite being warned, the Prophet Musa insisted on learning and promised to be patient and not to question anything that happened. 3 amazing events occurred. The Prophet Musa then followed the Prophet Khidir on 3 journeys. On this journey, the Prophet Musa was faced with 3 strange events that were full of wisdom and lessons. 1. Damaging the boat. The Prophet Khidir and the Prophet Musa boarded a boat belonging to several fishermen. However, while they were on the boat, the Prophet Khidir suddenly made a hole in the boat. This action surprised the Prophet Musa because making a hole in the boat could endanger them. The Prophet Musa, who had promised not to ask, finally asked why the Prophet Khidir did this. The Prophet Khidir reminded the Prophet Musa not to ask, but the Prophet Musa apologized and promised to be patient. Later, Prophet Khidir explained that the boat belonged to poor people who were going to be seized by an unjust king. Making holes in the boat made it look defective, so that the king would not take it, and the fishermen could still use it. 2. Killing a boy. After continuing their journey, they met a young boy. For no apparent reason, Prophet Khidir killed the boy. Prophet Musa was again shocked and could not help but ask. He asked why Prophet Khidir killed an innocent child. Prophet Khidir reminded Prophet Musa again to be patient, but because the agreement had been broken twice, he gave a final warning. At the end of the journey, Prophet Khidir explained that the child would grow up to be a disobedient child who would lead his parents to disbelief. Allah replaced him with a better child who would bring more goodness to his family. 3. Repairing a wall that was almost collapsed. Prophet Khidir and Prophet Musa then arrived at a village. The villagers refused to entertain them, even though they were very hungry and tired. When they found a wall in the village that was about to collapse, Prophet Khidir decided to fix it. Prophet Musa was surprised and said that it would be better for them to ask for wages so they could buy food, but Prophet Khidir rebuked Prophet Musa again. Finally, Prophet Khidir said that their separation had come. Then Prophet Khidir explained the reason behind his actions. The wall belonged to 2 orphans in the village, and underneath it was an inheritance hidden by their father. If the wall collapsed, greedy villagers might take the treasure. By repairing the wall, Prophet Khidir ensured that the treasure would remain safe until the 2 children grew up and could claim their rights. Wisdom from the story of Prophet Khidir and Prophet Musa. The story of Prophet Khidir contains many important lessons, including Allah's knowledge is unlimited. Prophet Musa, even though he was a great prophet, was taught that there is always higher knowledge and secrets of Allah that cannot be reached by humans. The importance of patience and faith in God's destiny. Every event carried out by Prophet Khidir has a certain wisdom and purpose, even though it seems strange in the eyes of humans. Allah arranges everything perfectly, including what seems bad, but turns out to bring great goodness. Understanding the wisdom behind events. The 3 events in this story teach us not to rush to judge or decide, because every event contains wisdom that only Allah knows. This also teaches the importance of trusting in Him. This story ends the journey of Prophet Musa with Prophet Khidir, and they parted after these valuable lessons were given. Prophet Musa learned that obedience, patience, and faith in Allah are the keys to understanding the wisdom in life. The meaning of Prophet Khidir's existence. To this day, the existence of Prophet Khidir is often a mystery. Some scholars believe that Prophet Khidir is still alive, while others believe that he has died. In the Sufi tradition, Prophet Khidir is often described as a spiritual guide who can appear at certain times to guide people who seek the truth. Even so, the essence of the story of Prophet Khidir and Prophet Musa is about humility and seeking knowledge and faith in the will of Allah, who knows all the secrets of life. The existence of Prophet Khidir. According to Islamic views, Prophet Khidir is often considered a mysterious figure, and there is much discussion among scholars about his existence to this day. Some Muslim scholars believe that Prophet Khidir was a prophet who was given a long life and is still alive today. This view is based on the belief that Allah gave a special gift to Prophet Khidir to carry out certain tasks and help humanity in secret. In some Islamic literature, Prophet Khidir is often described as appearing in disguise to help believers or the saints of Allah. Many stories mention that Prophet Khidir appeared in various forms to help pious people, give warnings, or direct them to the right path. However, there are also scholars who argue that Prophet Khidir has died because there is no strong evidence that explicitly states that Prophet Khidir is still alive today. This opinion states that the belief in the existence of the living Prophet Khidir is more of a traditional story or folktale that has developed in various Muslim communities. Despite these differences of opinion, the story of Prophet Khidir has a very deep value and message in Islam. In the tradition of Sufism, Prophet Khidir is often considered a figure of a guardian or spiritual guide for seekers of truth. In many Sufi stories, Prophet Khidir is believed to be a mysterious teacher who provides guidance to guardians and seekers of Sufism who have reached a certain spiritual level. For example, several famous Sufi figures such as Jalaluddin Rumi and Abdul Qadir al-Jilani are said to have received guidance from a figure believed to be Prophet Khidir. In the context of Sufism, the story of Prophet Khidir teaches that humans must continue to purify their hearts and increase their spiritual awareness in order to understand divine wisdom that may not be apparent to ordinary people. This message also underlines the importance of learning from someone who has higher knowledge and wisdom. Prophet Khidir is often associated with the concept of ilm laduni, which is knowledge that comes directly from Allah without going through a formal learning process. This knowledge is one of the aspects that is highly valued in Sufism because it is considered pure knowledge given by Allah to His chosen servants. Therefore, Prophet Khidir is believed to be a symbol of profound spiritual achievement, a level of knowledge that does not only rely on reason, but also on purity of heart and piety. The story of Prophet Khidir contains many lessons and wisdom that are relevant to everyday life. Here are some practical lessons that can be taken from this story. Being humble in seeking knowledge. Prophet Moses, even though he was a great apostle, remained humble to learn from Prophet Khidir. This teaches us that we should always be humble in seeking knowledge, because there are always lessons to be learned from others, even though they may seem less knowledgeable than us. Be patient and submit in facing life's tests. The story of Prophet Khidir shows that some events in this life may seem unfair or difficult to understand. However, Allah always has the best plan for His servants. In life, we often face tests that we do not understand. At times like this, we are taught to be patient and submit to Allah, because only He knows the wisdom behind every event. Not quick to judge or blame others. Prophet Moses once questioned the actions of Prophet Khidir because they were difficult to understand. However, every action of Prophet Khidir actually had a certain good intention. This teaches us not to be quick to judge other people or events that we consider bad, because there may be hidden wisdom that we do not know. Having strong belief in Allah's destiny. Every action that Prophet Khidir did was part of the destiny that Allah had determined. Belief in this destiny helps us to remain calm and accept whatever Allah has determined in our lives, because every event, good or bad, has been arranged for our good in this world and the hereafter. The story of Prophet Khidir reminds us that every human being, even the prophets, has limitations in their knowledge and understanding. Allah's vast knowledge surpasses the limits of human logic. This story also gives us an understanding of the importance of patience, trust, and full faith in Allah. Many Muslims use the story of Prophet Khidir as a reflection that this life is full of wisdom that we cannot always understand.